I'm Michelle Carter Douglas, and once again, I thank you for partaking on this journey to open doors. Today is the conclusion of our topic from last week, addressing anger. Today, before I go any further, I would like to take this moment of silence to those who had lost their life against a heinous terrorist attack. Thank you. My heart truly goes out to those. Um, I don't have any words. Um, what's going on today has gone on since the beginning of time. We had Cain who murdered his own brother. We had the giant that oppressed other people, and Daniel had to slay the giant. We have these reoccurring bullying in schools. We have adults acting like children. Hi, Tracy. We have our children not being taught how to articulate their concerns or disagreements. I've always been told everyone gets angry. We all get angry. Jesus was angry. The Lord was angry. It's what we do in that anger. I don't understand. Today, I invite you all to call in at the area code 330-881-3434, and in about 10 minutes to voice your concerns and your knowledge. And we're going to talk about this because I'm trying to gain some understanding what is going on in these troublesome times. I raised my children that if you have a problem, you're to talk about it. You're not supposed to go out here and fist fighting. I told my children a long time ago, when they started dating, if they get into a relationship and that person wants to go elsewhere, let them go. Give them their wings and let them fly. You know, we have to where people in relationships feel as though the other person is their property, and they go on fighting and sometimes murdering the people. Which brings me to the one news article that I saw. Today has been a very hectic day. My oldest son has, high blood pressure, some health issues going on. And so, and it's just the regular things that's going on as a single mother. And, just pray for me as I will pray for all of you all. And so I didn't have time to print out all my articles. And so the one topic that I wanted to talk about, what I was talking about earlier, was about the situation to where a 24-year-old woman had a verbal argument on Facebook with the 18-year-old. The 18-year-old's name is Tatiana Lewis, and then China Stapleton, who is 24, was the aggressor in the situation. So the both of them had this altercation, verbal altercation, that started on Facebook over a man. The 24-year-old had a relationship with the man, and in that relationship, a child was produced. And so the man decided that he wanted a different relationship. So the girl, China, began, taunting Tatiana. And so what happened, basically China Stapleton, um, found the girl and ran her over with her vehicle, killing the girl, ran the girl in a tree. And this is the type of thing that you hear about. You hear about these altercations between our youth and adults over petty things. You know, if a person's in a relationship, they're not happy, move forward. And what brings me to another topic, which we all heard about, the one school situation, Amy Joyner, who, again, in this situation, the one girl was jealous of the girl, Amy, because I guess the boy decided to go with her. And so they lured her in the bathroom and murdered her. This is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous what is going on. We have these violent acts of anger. Now, I know we talked about last week, we talked about domestic violence, we talked about bullying, we talked about uncontrolled and addressed anger. These are different levels from what occurred with the Manchester attack, and we're going to talk about that later. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was these two situations about relationships, where individuals became jealous and was afraid of losing the individual and became angry. These emotions is why I'm talking about them each week, is because a lot of the things that happen today are because people do not know how to understand and communicate their own emotions. It's good to love. Sometimes people do become jealous. Sometimes people do become angry. But it's what you do in these emotions. No one is no one's property at all. With that being said, which brings me to the next topic, this was about domestic violence, and it also was about fear and jealousy. In the state of Florida, this happened on May 11th of this year. This is very recent. Kai Williams was dating Larissa Barrows, and in their relationship, they brought forth a child, a young son. And so Kai Williams was very domestic, assaulted this young girl. This young girl, Larissa, was taking AP classes, advanced placement classes. She was a young mother in school, and despite all statistics, she was doing very well in school. She was on the basketball team. She was loved by many. She was described as beautiful inside and out, very kindred spirit. And this Kai Williams, who was 20, he took it upon himself to become jealous and assaulted the girl and harassed her. So she got out of that domestic violence situation. She wanted to raise her son, praise God, and she was going to do it on her own. And this criminal shot this girl dead. And the sad thing about it is, you know, and I didn't understand in a lot of these situations, but in this situation, the police received a 911 call where Larissa informed that someone had broken in her house. And the police came immediately, and Kai Williams was outside, and he ended up turning the gun on himself. Prior to that, everything was followed. She got restraining orders. The legal system was doing everything that they could do. They were monitoring him. having him do check-ins, all of that. They were doing the best that they could do. And this evil creature broke into this young girl's house and shot the mother of his child. And then when the police caught up with him, he killed himself. He was stalking her, followed her to school, slashed her tires. Just and have the article posted on my page in the comment section, and I'll post it again. It's just sad. And as a young mother, I think I was about 21 when I think it was 21 when I had my oldest son. We want to believe that the person is going to change, and we never want to think that the man that we love, the man that we gave ourselves to, the man that we bore their children, will turn on us in this fashion. I tell parents, don't blame yourselves. Sometimes the mother or the father want to say, you know what, if I would have did this, if I would have said this, if I would have been more stricter, if I would, whatever. It's not your fault. It's not the victim's fault. I don't even want to say I blame the aggressor in all acts. Sometimes people are just evil. Sometimes I believe some people allow an evil entity within them, no matter what they go through, and they just do dark things. I was abused, not by my mother or my family, but I was abused. I was bullied. And I sit here at the age of 44, and I say, I'm not going to do that. Now, when I was 8 or 9, what I discussed last week, I was taught at a young age. But 8, 9, 10, or whatever, you're going through this stage or whatever, that's different. As an adult, that's something entirely different. So I don't want people to sit up there and say, I should have, could have, would have. It's not your fault. People have to take accountability for their actions and their decisions. It's as simple as that. And God is going to judge all because he knows all. And with that being said, I also came across an article where there was a disabled man who had cerebral palsy. And he was punched. Here he's going into the corner store, and 2 people come out, and the one guy starts mocking him and then hits him. Thank goodness the man was arrested in that. But, I have this to say. God made us all. And when I hear about things like this, I really get sick to my stomach. That you make fun of a person because of a different ability. Not a disability I refer to, but not a disability, but a different ability. You sit up here and you make fun of them and then you put your hands on somebody. But see, I don't condone violence. But, I will say this. Sometimes people keep doing things and there's going to be somebody around that's going to intervene. So if you are a bully, if you're an aggressor, if you like to make fun of people or whatever have you, I pray that the Lord comes in, takes control of whatever inner storm that you're going through to get a hold of you for the safety of yourself and others. Because I taught my kids, you don't put your hands on people because somebody will put their hands back on you. And you know, you don't make fun of or abuse disabled people. You just don't. You just don't. You don't make fun of anybody. If you don't like the way a person looks, talks, or whatever, don't look. Just turn the other way and just go down the street. But I want to hear what you all have to say. So if you want to pick up your phones at this time, call in, share any stories that you have, any opinions that you have, please call the mobile number 330-881-3434. I have my cell phone on. So if you want to call, that'll be great. Did I? Oh,